Welcome, visionary leader. If you're going to bring your vision off of the page and into your school, you need to have your teachers collaborating. How do you do that? How do you get them in the room, like moving things in the right direction? Today, I'm going to talk about 3 collaborative experiences you can provide for your teachers. When you collaborate, we just know that things get better. My principal mastermind, we had this experience where we do an opportunity seat, and somebody in the group gets 15 minutes. They put their problem that they're having up in front of the group, and we all get to speak into it. And this leader was a principal of a large comprehensive high school, and it was post-COVID. I've got a whole bunch of sophomores that failed sophomore English because they didn't show up because it was online, it was virtual, like they didn't get it. Whatever reason, they didn't. They probably know a lot of the stuff, like they could pass the course, but things didn't work. So what do I do? Like, I'm gonna have to hire teachers next year in order to get these kids to pass. And then I'm gonna have to unhire those teachers because we aren't gonna need them after that. That doesn't sound great. And I'm telling you, in 15 minutes, we were able to solve that problem. It was something his staff had been working through for months. Like, it's one of those things that just keeps you up, because obviously as a leader, you don't want to hire people that you can't keep. Like, that's a big deal. We understand that as leaders. It's not a small thing. But we solved it in 15 minutes because we collaborated around the idea. Now, we didn't say, hey guys, let's collaborate, but that's what a mastermind is. A mastermind, you speak into different ideas for people and you get to share those things. We know that when we're collaborating, that ideas get better. So we want that to be in our innovative systems. So we're going to talk about 3 collaborative experiences you can provide for your teachers. Welcome to PBL Simplified for Leaders, where we take your vision off of the page and bring it into your school. I'm going to talk to you about different visionary leading ideas that come from education, sports, or business so that you can up your leadership game and be the leader that your building needs you to be. And today we're talking about 3 collaborative experiences you can provide for your teachers. The first collaborative experience is to visit schools. And you've heard me talk about this before. You've heard me on the PBL Simplified podcast talk about this. I love the idea of school visits. People need to go see the good work, but I'm going to tweak it a little bit this time. Like, not only should you go see schools and see what they're doing, but you should ask them to come to your school, especially if you found somebody who's close. Would you come and walk through our building with this walkthrough? Maybe you give them a rubric, maybe you don't, but you can ask for feedback. Hey, would you walk through and give us feedback? And then when they do that, the feedback's important, of course. But what else happens is that your teachers now know that the idea is we're going to collaborate. Our learning, our work is going to be transparent. We're going to show it to anybody that comes by, and it's going to get better. And the students start to ask, why are those people walking through our school? Well, because we're doing some really neat things, and other people want to see it. I've seen it time and time again. Every time we have a model school and we have visits come through, it happens every single time. The students they sit up a little bit higher. They engage a little bit more. Teachers do the exact same thing. Like, hey, we've got visitors coming today. And we just automatically up our game a little bit. It's a big deal. And it's really collaborative and helps those relationships start to form between innovative teachers and innovative teachers. The second collaborative experience that you can provide for teachers is a book study. And I talk about this in 2 different ways. Is one, you can do like some article studies if it's like a faculty meeting, and you can bring in a part of a book for your staff to read through and discuss. But if you've got some people that are really leading this, or maybe even people that are hesitant, join them into a book study. Like, we've got the PBL Simplified book study that you can download. We'll put a link in the description of this YouTube video. And it walks you through chapter by chapter to create a PBL unit, which is really cool because then you can do it with other people. Some people are a little hesitant. Some teachers, we see it every year, they're a little hesitant. They're in the late majority side of your staff, and they need a little help. They need a group to help them through. And that's a great idea. Like, you should be collaborative. So that's the second experience that you can give your teachers, is to give them a collaborative book study experience. And I want to pause for just a second and tell you that I'd love for you to hit that subscribe button and the like button if you're getting value out of these videos. And another great free resource for you as a leader and your teachers is to go to whatispbl.com. Go to whatispbl.com, and there's a ton of free resources that you get directly from me, and you get direct access to me via email as well. The third collaborative experience that you can provide for your teachers is an online community. And I probably would have pushed back on this like 4 years ago, uh, but it seems to be a real thing. Like across multiple disciplines, whether it's business, education, this is a real thing. It's not just a post like COVID like reaction. Like online communities are going to stay. It's going to be one of the main ways that we learn and collaborate with people. It's going to be worth logging in to investigate and collaborate with people. So we have one here at Magnify Learning. We have an online community for PBLers, and it's varied. And this is where I think the secret sauce is, and this is why it's going to stay, is because you can create communities that are at a beginning level, like a jumpstart, or an advanced or certification. So your high flyers have a place to talk to other high flyers. Your beginning group that are maybe doing that book study, they've got a place to connect as well. And nobody feels like, oh, this isn't speaking to me. Like every resource is customized. Every conversation is customized. Every meetup or tuning protocol is customized for right where your staff is. Every like online workshop or video course, they're all customized. It's really difficult to do that if you're going to do it in person or via a webinar, or if you're going to say, hey, read this book, because everybody comes to that book in a different direction. So the online community is a place to customize the resources and the conversations that are happening. And I think it's here to stay. So I think you need to investigate it as a way to create a collaborative experience for your teachers. What are ways that you're creating collaborative experiences? Like if you've got some ideas, throw them down in the comments. Like we need to share them. These are 3 ideas to create collaborative experiences for your teachers. There are certainly more, but don't overlook the value of collaboration, and never forget that your student culture will never rise above your adult culture. So if you want your learners to be collaborating, your teachers have to be collaborating. And as you walk down this path, you'll engage your learners, tackle boredom, and transform your classrooms. Go lead inspired.